We all strive for happiness in life, and I think it's very important to define first what we mean by happiness. Happiness can be defined in two ways. The first way is the superficial joy that we experience in the moment when something funny happens or we get some good news. Then we are full of joy and we are smiling and maybe we're having fun with friends. And the second type of happiness is this profound feeling of deep satisfaction and fulfillment. And to be honest, not many people really ever get there in life, to that state where they have this profound feeling of fulfillment. We all know what it feels like to experience joy and enthusiasm when circumstances happen and unfold in the way we wanted, but this feeling wears off very quickly, and after some few minutes, hours, or maybe a day, the feeling of joy is gone. The second type of happiness, that profound feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment, is far more difficult to achieve. Let's be clear on something. First of all, happiness is a mental, emotional state, and it has nothing to do with possessions, with materialistic possessions. You're either happy or you're not. And there are so many examples of rich people who are very unhappy, who succumb to depression, or have problems. If you look for happiness in the outer world, then you're just running from object to object, from one possession to another possession, without really experiencing anything of substance, and you can really spend your entire life in this way by just jumping from one possession to another possession, just chasing illusions. You would grow disenchanted over time, and you wouldn't even know why you become so dissatisfied, but that's because you're not tapping into your more deeper, profound nature. You're just focusing on materialistic possessions, and of course over time this will give you a sense of meaningless and emptiness. So what's more fulfilling than striving after money and possessions? Well, that's service. And this brings me back to the talents and skills and personal interest that one should develop and cultivate. So everyone comes with a certain gifts, interest, talent to the world, or they develop it very early in their childhood, or if not, then throughout their lives. And we should be focusing on expressing these characteristics, these features, and by expressing them and making an impact, by doing a service to society, because that's what I'm talking about. It's a service that we perform on other people by shifting our focus away from our own trivial problems and self-created dramas and shifting it towards people, towards constructive way of influencing society and people. We would become much more light-hearted and happier. It should also be said that by living for others, you forget yourself, you forget your problems, and this takes a burden away from you. Of course, let's not exaggerate. Of course, you have to think about your own personal processes as well, and to take care of your body, and also to relax and be entertained from time to time. Nothing wrong with that. But if you help other people, you realize that something deep in your mind, in your emotions, gets set free. You feel lighter, you feel more enjoyable and more motivated. Many problems, many dissatisfactions come from thinking, from overthinking, from trying to overinterpret what people have said, have done, have thought about you. Once you stop doing that, you're just more loyal to yourself, and you're just living out spontaneously your joy, your passion, and this has a positive impact on other people. If we focus on just helping people and be good people, to be a good person, we shift our focus away from those really poisoning problems and thoughts, and our lives might become lighter in this way. So do yourself a favor and don't take yourself too seriously. That will make you happier. Maybe not fully happy, but at least a bit happier on the way to developing the constant fulfillment and satisfaction in life. The one reality is vast. Do you think that unimaginable vastness worries about your frenemy or your relationship problems or your bill that you have to pay next? No, it doesn't. So do yourself a favor and keep a distance between yourself and your so-called problems. Okay, you also need to try to pay your bills and to make the best out of the conditions in your daily life, but change your perspective, Shift your focus. Try to just be a good person. Focus on your skills and what you really love doing and how you can utilize your skills and your person to contribute to society, which will then have a positive impact on everyone else and yourself in the highest sense. And in this way, over time, you will really find meaning in life and a deep, profound feeling of fulfillment. It's the little details that we do in our everyday life, when we are in the shop, when we are talking to someone. It's the little things and gestures that can make an impact, can make a difference on other people's life. So the next time when your relationship isn't working, your bills are piling up and your job is getting on your nerves and the world is crashing down, go and cook a cake for your mom. Help your dad in the garden. Smile at the lady in the shop. Do whatever it takes to make someone happy.